Stormtrooper twice lined up in rows. Let's go! Reviewing each one with the patch to his show. It's so plastic to metal, he knows them so well. Oh, wow. Stormtrooper swagger, his story to tell. Tune in for Bert, he's the toy expert. Let's go! From action to arcade.
Hello and welcome, I'm Bert the Stormtrooper, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Studio Series Scrapper from Transformers the movie, and I'm really excited about this one. This is a brand new figure hitting stores right now. As of the time of this recording, it is a Voyager class figure and it retails for approximately $35. I just found mine yesterday and I couldn't believe it because I've had this guy pre-ordered for quite some time. I found it on the shelf in the store. I had to run home and go cancel my pre-orders because I found it in the wild. That never happens to me. I never find stuff in stores before pre-orders. So I was very excited about this. So this is going to be the first of our figures of the Constructicon team to form the new Devastator, and I'm super excited about it. I still have my Combiner Wars Titan class Devastator. I love that figure, but I'm really excited about this one, and I'm really excited to have both. So we're going to be taking a look at Scrapper here, and we're going to be comparing him to the one from Combiner Wars because they're actually very, very similar. So starting out with the packaging, as you can see right here, we've got the Transformers Studio Series, Transformers the movie Constructicon Scrapper. Really cool artwork right there. And guess what? Windows are back. So hopefully this is an indication that the days of missing heads and missing accessories are behind us. We're going back to Windows. Fingers crossed that it stays that way. Studio Series on the side, just the artwork just kind of continues over on this side. Artwork of Devastator right there. It says 1 of 5. Shouldn't it be 1 of 6? I don't know what this is all about. I can't figure this out. But anyway, here's the back of the box. We've got product shots of Scrapper, both in his vehicle and his robot mode. Another pose of him with the weapons. Again, 1 of 5. I don't know what that's all about. And we got a screenshot of Devastator from the 86 movie right there. So that's about it for the packaging. In the packaging, we get the figure itself. He does come packaged in robot mode. We get a sheet of instructions, and it's pretty simple, easy to follow. And then we get 3 weapons. So we're going to start right here. This is going to be Scrapper's hand weapon right there. And these do peg into the side of, here, actually, we got to do these first. He also comes with these 2 weapons right here. So you got a handheld, kind of a big gun right here, and then you got kind of a long gun right here. And of course, when you look at this, you can tell that this is going to combine to form Devastator's gun. So, yep, right off the bat, first weapon in, or first figure in the pack, we got Devastator's gun right there. So that's pretty cool. Now we do have some tabs here underneath, so if you want to mount these to the vehicle, we can. So this guy came out right there. And then there was the one on this side. I don't remember how this one mounted. Something about, oh, there it is. So there's a little hole right there that's going to go into the square right there. You can mount that right there. And then the handgun itself will go into that port right there. So you can mount the weapons on him if you want, if that's something that you want to do. Of course, you know, with me, I'm not a big fan of having the weapons mounted to the vehicle. But, you know, if you like attack modes, it's absolutely a thing that you can do. And, you know, when we were kids, I can definitely see myself doing this. When we were kids, we were always looking for ways to mount weapons on vehicles and do crazy, like, attack modes and stuff like that. That was something that we did as kids. Not something that appeals to me now, but as a kid, yeah, absolutely, I can see that. So it's there if you want to do it. Vehicle is approximately 5 inches long and about 2 inches tall. So size-wise, this is a Voyager class. I'm not going to say size. This sells at a Voyager price point. This is pretty much the size that Deluxes were. If you go back 10, 15 years, this is how big Deluxe class vehicles were, right? For comparison, here he is, Combiner Wars Scrapper, which is a Voyager class. And you can see quite a bit different in size. So yeah, I mean, that's just the way things are now. Things are getting smaller and more expensive, you know. We can complain about it all we want, but they're not going to change it. We've been complaining about it for almost 20 years, and they just keep making them smaller and more expensive. You know, it's just one of those things. Vote with your wallet. If you don't like what the company has to offer anymore, maybe move on to third party or something else. It's just one of those things. It's not something that I like to focus on. I like the toys. I have fun with them. I enjoy collecting them. I enjoy messing with them, see how they work, doing these videos for you guys. So I continue to buy them. But, you know, I understand that this is not going to be for everybody. So, you know, vote with your wallet kind of a thing. But there you go. You know, this was a Voyager class figure. When did this come out? This was like 10 years ago. This came out. And then this is a Voyager now. So just, you know, take that into consideration right there. Transformation for this figure is actually quite simple and very, very similar to the Combiner Wars version. So let's start off right here with the bucket. We're going to take this little hook right here. And I can only imagine that this hook is going to have something to do with the leg mode or the foot mode for Devastator. So let's just move this up and out of the way. Let's start right here with the sides of the vehicle. These are going to come out. So there are tabs here that we're going to untab right there. And as you saw right under the wheels right here, we're just going to pull this out. There's also a tab right here on the side of the chest that's going to go into that slot for vehicle mode. So that actually slots right in there. You just pull that out right there for the arms, straighten out the arms, and then unfold that panel right there to reveal the fist. So again, on this side, we're just going to fold that out and fold that out. There are our figure's arms right there. The legs are identical to the previous version, so we're just going to take these and just bring them all the way out, and then take the feet right here and just snap these off. These tabs are tight, man. There you go. So bring those out. Nice tight tabs. I think that's going to work well for Devastator. And then these right here, these are just going to flip up and over and bring them all the way down. Separate them there from this little peg on the side right there. And then these are going to tab right into there to form the legs. There you go. Get them all nice and straightened out. Take the bucket. We're going to bring the bucket down as far as it'll go. And then bring the bucket piece itself and bring it up right there. And then we're going to take, now this is a little different. We're going to take the chest. We're going to bring that down. And we're going to bring the head up. And then close the chest up. And there is Scrapper in his robot mode. Now, here in robot mode, Scrapper stands approximately 5.5 inches tall at the top of the head. He looks really good. He looks great, very, very good resemblance to the animation model that we're used to seeing from the old cartoon. Looks really, really nice going all the way around. We do have, I guess you could call that a little bit of hollowness right here on the back of the shins. And we have a little bit of hollowness right here in the arms, right under the bicep, and in this panel right here, where, or the compartment rather, where the fist goes into. Articulation-wise, head can move side to side, and it can go up and down just a little bit. Shoulders can go in and out at this hinge right here. They can go forwards and backwards all the way around. You have a rotation at the bicep. You have a bend at the elbow. This is something we did not have with the previous version. We have, do we have? No, we don't. We do not have a rotation at the waist. We do have legs can go forward all that far, back that far, in and out, rotation at the thigh, bend at the knee, and ankle tilts for days. There you go. So, let's see. Let's do comparison real quick. So here he is, the Studio Series. Are we calling him a Studio Series 86? It doesn't say Studio Series 86 on the box anymore, but it is. We all know what it is, right? Studio Series 86 Scrapper next to Combiner Wars Scrapper, and again, quite the size difference right there. But you can see the similarities and the differences between the two, and I think they both did a pretty good job. So there you go. You can see what the two of them look like together. Now, weapons-wise, we can give him his hand weapon right there. I think that's the one that looks the best. But if you want to get crazy, you can give him, you can split this one up and you can give him two of these like that. So he's got both of those now. That looks pretty good. You can also get extra crazy and give him Devastator's gun if you want. So he can have a big boomstick. There you go. And we'll give him his hand weapon as well. So you got some options here. You got some play options right there. Very cool. Very, very cool. So let's do this. I'm gonna The vehicle, or rather the figure, does not come with instructions to put him into the foot mode for Devastator. So what I am doing now, I'm basically just guessing based on the pictures that we've seen so far, which I'll share up here or over here or somewhere. I'll put those pictures up here. We just saw that all gray version of the figure, right? So I guess that's a prototype. So based on that, I'm gonna base is what I'm doing here. So the legs are gonna, or the arms rather, they're gonna come all the way up. Now, if you remember this tab that I told you about in the chest, that tabs to this front tab for the vehicle mode, there's a tab on the back of the arm as well, and that tab is there for the leg mode. So we're gonna tab the arms there, put the fists away, and then the fists are gonna bend, or the elbows rather, are gonna bend backwards, like so. And then this is gonna come down and lock into place, and then this is going to come forward, like so. And then there's that hook there again. This hook comes down and locks in place right there, and that's gonna lock the bucket in place. Based on the pictures that we've seen, that is going to be the leg mode. Now, there is one, oh, and then I guess we have to rotate this piece too. This piece has to rotate up like so, and then there's two little tabs right there that it kind of slots into, like that. So, all right, so based on the pictures that we've seen, let's see if I can do a side-by-side, maybe do that right there. Based on the pictures that I've seen so far, that's what the leg mode is going to be. The only thing I haven't been able to figure it out is, if you look at the pictures, it looks like there's a somewhat of an ankle tilt, like the figure is supposed to tilt here somewhere, and I have not been able to figure out how that works. I have not, and it just feels like I'm going to pull it apart. So I'm not messing with it until I have instructions or somebody else tells me how that's actually supposed to happen. But yeah, so for the most part, that's going to be the leg mode, and it looks like there's some kind of a bend that's supposed to happen here that I haven't figured out yet. But there you go. That's probably what the leg mode is going to look like. So there we have one last look at Scrapper. I like the figure. I'm really looking forward to seeing the rest of the team and putting together Devastator. Somewhere I thought I heard or read somewhere that this new Devastator is supposed to be bigger than the one we got from Combiner Wars, and based on what I'm seeing so far with these two together, I don't see how that's going to happen. I don't see how this is going to be bigger than this, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see until we have the entire team and we put them all together to combine Devastator. We'll just have to wait and see. I'm really looking forward to it. And yeah, I guess that about does it for the Transformers Studio Series 86 Voyager Class Scrapper. What did you think of this figure? Let me know down in the comments. Give me some thumbs up, like, subscribe, and share with your friends if you like what you see. As always, thank you so very much for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.
See the best